I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I love him. And I told Coach, I said, well, somebody called me, and I actually thought it was one of my friends. And it was one of my comedian. I actually thought it was one of my comedian friends because it sounded like him. It sounded like Bruce. And I was like, Bruce, man, stop playing. Yo, dog, that ain't you. He said, yeah, it is me. I said, oh, for real? He said, no, this isn't Bruce. I said, well, who is this then? And he said, I am a biker. And this is a true story.
Yeah.
I need to book 979 rooms for Bikers Week.
Mm-hmm.
I put the phone down. I said, this man is lying. Pick the phone back up. I said, yes, how can I help you? And he said, listen, I need 979 rooms. He said, and I need it for this particular week. We're coming from throughout the United States. I said, wow. I said, okay. I said, tell me what you want and I'm going to give it to you. He told me everything that he needed. I got off the phone. I called one of our suppliers. They put that contract together for within 42 minutes. I sent it to him. I uploaded it to me. I said, now you do all your booking. Now the funny thing is, he was a white guy.
Mm-hmm.
So where you think I took him? To the place where he said he wanted to go. Where you all go? Don't y'all go to Myrtle Beach? That's where he went. But he went the time when you all go.
Right.
And so then he called me back. And he said, girl, he was from Texas. He said, girl, I said, you didn't sound like that before. He said, I've been drinking. He said, but I'm going to tell you what I need you to do. I need you to go ahead and book when we got to come back because I had some good time with these brothers down here, but I need to come back. I said, well, when you coming back? I'm coming back in 2 weeks, so we need all of our boys to come back again. I said, hold up, you need more rooms like that? So my first commission was $62,741.13.
Yeah.
So can't you use that for your bikers?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if Miss Conductor want to go ahead and get into the business, she needs to book all of it. But then guess if you put her in there, just because you put her in as a goal builder, a person that put in 9 people, that's what Dr. Thigpen is doing. I'm going to tell you his story in a second. 9 people, that means that he's capitalizing. We get paid 8 checks. So we told you about the first check. That's the leverage check with all that's that $62,000. She told you about 3 of the checks, okay? So the other check is if you're a goal builder, you get $6,200 for just what she did, and you didn't do nothing.
10%. Yes.
So that's 10% of that $62,000. I got more trips coming like that. I became a professional booker. I don't have no problem with that. I book groups.
Yes.
And I believe in booking groups not because that's the way you're going to get paid, but let's just be real, it's true. But because it makes sense. See, you can make your flight with me. I have no problem with that. I'm going to give you my card and I'm going to tell you to go book it yourself because you can. But if it's a huge group, and if you want to put your business in here and get write-off, we get write-offs anyway because this is a home-based business.
Right.
So you're not a W-2 person, you're a 1099.
Yeah.
I write off candy, I write off gum, I write off dresses, underwear, bras, anything that I buy because I'm also an entertainer, so why not write off what I'm doing anyway and get paid for it?
Right.
That's right.
See, we as African-American people, there are some things that we did not know because didn't nobody teach us.
Right.
Let's just be real. See, I'm just gonna keep it real. I might not even go through all of this, but what I'm gonna tell you is this right here. When you see individuals that is making it,
Yes.
and they not playing football, and they not in the NBA, okay, and they not a fighter. Why not join and see what they doing anyway?
That's right.
It makes sense. The richest people walk around and drive around and beat up cars. I learned that from being a trader. I work for millionaires and billionaires continuously. And I'm like, yo, dog, why you driving in that car? Why do I have to pay for it? It's an older car. My money is somewhere else. See, it was a thing that said on here, never rely on a single source of income.
Right.
You must invest to create a second source.
Yes.
A second source ain't going out getting another job. It's only one of you.
That's right.
I went to school for one thing. Then I went to school for 2 things. And then I decided to go to school for 3 things. And then I said, okay, I'm not going to work all those jobs, but I did. I became a physician assistant. I got tired of working with older people. Not because I didn't love them, but because I got tired of looking at death.
Right.
Then I turned around and started working in the funeral home like somebody crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But then I did that for 8 years. I started seeing people and everything coming through the walls. Mama was like, Lisa, what is wrong with you? I told you not to go there. I said, why am I closing the door? Because they can come through here. But then I started looking at other things, because then I looked at the things that, because I took all the things that I dealt with, and I love comedy. So then I would start doing comedy. But I did that on the side as a hobby. But then I turned around and I said, okay, wait a minute. All these jobs I don't have. Now, I'm not going to tell you I didn't get paid. Mama didn't raise a fool now. I sat down with old boy and I told him what I was worth. And they gave it to me. But it was a wear and tear of my body and of my mind. I thank God that I was able to take care of my mother for 6 years. She never had to ask for anything in the world. I took care of her and my niece. And so when I saw this, I come from 7 brothers. I don't have no sisters. So I love sports. I was like, okay, I don't do the cruises. Only if they pay me to go on there to do a show. But I love sports. Mm-hmm. I'm a ticket holder. Mm-hmm. I said, okay then, let me hook some games up for some brothers and their wives. Mm-hmm. Let me put their wives in a nice place. Let me put the boys over there and where they want to be, and they can do this together. That's what I do. I love it. Why can't you do that? Mm-hmm. I'm booking now for the Olympics. I'm booking. I did the game for the Redskins and the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. I sent a group of 15 people. Niece, don't want to come. I'll wait till you get back. I'll make sure I get my check. I mean, but I look at things like that, but I'm laughing. But this is, I told Mr. Bradley, this is crazy money. Mm-hmm. Now, can I keep it real? Turn that off for 1 second. I was like, nigga, you don't